maxed out. Before you click that buy button on the Roblox catalog, you need to listen to this.
We all know the feeling of saving up Robux for weeks or even months.
You finally have enough to buy that one item that is going to make you look like an absolute legend in every lobby you join. But here is the truth that many players realize too late. Not every expensive item is a status symbol.
Some of them are just clever traps designed to separate you from your hard-earned digital currency.
Today, we are breaking down 3 items that are a complete waste of your Robux.
First on the list is one of the most famous items in the history of the platform, the Roblox Death Speaker.
Now, don't get me wrong, the core block aesthetic is iconic.
It is the dream of every player who wants to look like a pro.
But let's look at the actual reality.
This bundle costs 17,000 Robux.
That is a massive amount of real-world money.
And what do most people actually use it for?
They don't wear the cool armor or the glowing eyes.
They use it for one thing, the invisible leg. Think about the logic there for a second. You are paying thousands of Robux for a limb that is designed to be as hard to see as possible. Back in the day, players thought it gave them a competitive advantage by making their hitbox smaller, but in almost every modern game, that is just a myth.
Your hitbox stays the same regardless of how skinny your leg is. You aren't paying for an advantage. You're paying for a trend that has become so common that it doesn't even look unique anymore. You're just joining a crowd of thousands of other people who spend way too much money to look like they are missing a leg. Next up, let's talk about high-priced gear items. If you've been on Roblox for a long time, you remember when gear was the most important thing you could own. You'd buy a luxury sword, a gravity coil, or a powerful magic wand and show it off in every game you visited. But the Roblox landscape has changed. Today, almost every popular game on the front page, from Blox Fruits to Brookhaven to Adopt Me, has gear disabled. The developers do this to keep their games balanced and to prevent players from bringing outside weapons into their world. This means that if you spend 5,000 Robux on a flashy sword today, you are essentially buying a luxury car that you are only allowed to park in your garage. You can see it in your inventory, and you might be able to use it in a few catalog heaven testing games, but in the games you actually play every single day, it's completely useless. It provides zero value and zero visibility. If you want to spend that much Robux on your appearance, buy layered clothing or classic hats that actually show up on your avatar across the entire platform. Gear is a relic of the past, and buying it now is just throwing money into a black hole. Finally, we have the overpriced clout faces, specifically items like the Super Happy Face. These are limited items, which means their price is determined by the community, and right now, that price is astronomical. We are talking about tens of thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of Robux for a simple smile. The problem here isn't just the price, it's the fact that the market is currently being flooded with UGC items. Creators are making masks and accessory overrides that cost only 50 Robux and look almost identical to these legendary faces from a distance. Why would you spend the equivalent of several $100s on a digital face when you can get the exact same look for the price of a cheap snack? These faces have become a bubble. People buy them thinking they will stay cool forever, but trends move fast. What's considered a status symbol today will likely be replaced by something else next year. You aren't paying for a piece of art. You are paying for a digital receipt that says you spent too much. At the end of the day, it is your Robux, and you can spend it however you want. But remember, the coolest thing on Roblox isn't having the most expensive item. It's having a unique style that shows your personality without breaking the bank. Don't fall for the hype. Don't buy things just because you see your favorite influencer wearing them. And always ask yourself, will I still care about this item in a month? If the answer is no, keep your Robux in your pocket. Stay smart, stay stylish, and spend your Robux on things that actually make your gaming experience better.